Welcome in, everyone. We're in the third inning here with nobody out.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
At the plate, Tyrone Taylor, 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike one. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Stepping in now, Roman Quinn. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Now here it comes. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball well outside.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it is Morrison now, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Johnson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Coming to the plate now, Neil Walker, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
The 2-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
The pitcher, Jeff Locke, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter, number 13.
Stepping up to the plate, Jose Reyes.
Jose Reyes.
Delivery to him on the way. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 23.
Riding in once again, number 23. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes set, the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, too, as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. The 0-1 offering. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. There seem to be different philosophies on it, so Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Emmanuel Marrero, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Emmanuel Marrero.
Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Came with a circle change 2-0, but he can't make contact. 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the pitch. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Walker's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
Now batting.
In now, Nick Senzel comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Line to the right side. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Now batting. The right fielder, Daniel Field.
Into the box now, Daniel Fields, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh and 1, here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. The 1-1. Runner goes. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Senzel, the runner at second with one away. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So stepping in, Mitch Walden, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. Comes set, the 0-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
1-1. Here it is. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Phillies leave a couple. They trail this one 1-0. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Andrew McCutchen.
Now here's the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. The pitch. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Stepping in, Chris Davis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Running now is McCutchen. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And they will not get McCutchen here. He's in safely at second base. Swings through it for strike number 2. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Pirates. And he misses there. 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, what they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
To the plate now, Logan Morrison, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Morrison brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
Now in the box, Neil Walker. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Pirates on top, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Austin Nolan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Nolan.
First delivery to him on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Inside and low, 2-1. And the pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Digging in, Tyrone Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Taylor normally patrols center field, but he's in left for this one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Into the box, Roman Quinn. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Here comes the 1-0. Bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Row. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
So now to the plate, Johnson. And they will have him bunting with one away as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play. Digging in once again, Emmanuel Marrero. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now a spin and a throw back to second. Runner back safely. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. So far this year against Southpaws, Marrero is a .300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up. Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Here's the 0-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied at 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Jeff Locke. First pitch of the at-bat. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The windup and the 0-1.
0-1.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Jose Reyes, a hit in 2 tries so far. third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Now batting, number 23.
Into the box, number 23. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Yeah, you said it, Matt. That was a lot of practice paying off right there. Great footwork, quick release, and an absolute strike down to second. Take notes, kids.
The 1-1 home. 2 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, all tied at 1-1. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Nick Senzel.
Nick Senzel.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The ball and 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Full count, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
On its way is pitch number 75. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
At the plate, Daniel Fields. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Lifted in the air out to center field. McCutchen on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He's running in there. Now the throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Reyes camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. So next to the plate for the Phils, Mitch Walden, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. This one's flared toward left center. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. And that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now 2-1. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Philadelphia's on top 2-1. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Hard hit ball towards the hole. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. There's a low changeup that's laid off.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Senzel is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Ready now, Andrew McCutchen. It was a walk in his last trip. The pitch. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, When you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Our score remains 2-1. So striding forward now, Austin Nolan. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Hit out towards second. Look at Walker to first. He beat it out. Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by that second baseman right there. I didn't think he was going to be able to get to that ball. Nice diving stop to keep it in the infield, but you knew that runner smelled knock. He kicked afterburners on getting down the line.
Standing in now, Tyrone Taylor, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1 count, and the pitch.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Fastball in there, 3-2. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Digging in the switch hitter, Roman Quinn, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Sure took a healthy hack that time. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. Trying to bunt his way on, but this has popped up. Number 23 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Johnson. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Locke is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Emmanuel Marrero. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
2 down, runners at first and second. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Last half of the 7th here, and up next the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
The 1-1. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
At the plate now, Logan Morrison. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Here's Neil Walker. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Walker comes in at 6'3" tall and bats from both sides of the plate. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 2-1. Stepping into the box, Nick Senzel. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command, even if he's still throwing strikes? Stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Drew Pomeranz will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Josh Rutledge will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Batting 9, number 14, Josh.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Standing in, Daniel Fields. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hit back toward the mound. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Settling in now, Mitch Walden. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And the insurance run comes across to score from third.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Into the box now, Austin Nolan. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. A run, a hit, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Phillies lead this one 3-1. Digging in, Josh Rutledge, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And that's the first out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Reyes. Now the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
The back, number 23.
Now at the plate, number 23. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. That almost left the stadium. That's in the deep seats. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. It is now a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now back, right fielder, John Carver.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the 1-run lead. Number 48 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 48.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. But not before the lone hit in the inning. The solo home run makes this a one-run ball game. 9th inning coming up. The Phillies lead it 3-2. All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Stanton. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Stepping in now, Roman Quinn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Called strike 2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Leury Garcia will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Number 47 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 47.
And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Late that time for a strike. The 0-2 pitch. And that misses 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Emmanuel Marrero, his day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hit down the line at first. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. 0-1, here it comes. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1. Swung on and missed, 1-2 now. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So now to the plate, Nick Senzel, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
The 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. That misses, 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
A 1-2 pitch.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple, but they still lead it 3-2. Jeremy Walker enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
63, Jeremy Walker.
Carlos Santana will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
The third baseman, Carlos Santana.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Walker rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Here's the pitch. Andrew McCutchen comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And McCutchen's going to beat this out. It's an infield single. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
From the belt, the pitch. Running now is McCutchen. Strike taken. And this is going to get McCutchen. He's out at second base.
Boy, he had a really sizable lead that time, but it didn't seem to matter. The defense was ready for it, and they cut him down trying to swipe second base. That was a nice, quick release from the catcher.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Hit back up the middle. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Phillies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Johnson gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Jeff Locke pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Jeremy Walker records the save, his 4th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.